Okay, I'm just going to jump right into this video. So this is the memorial for Barbara Condon Sonsini, the wife of alleged MyRedBook.com Republican Larry Sonsini of Wilson Sonsini, Goodrich, and Rosati. My mom, Greta Torp Watson, played tennis with Barbara Condon Sonsini, and I often spent time at the home of MyRedBook.com Republican Larry Sonsini and Barbara Condon Sonsini in the hills of Los Altos when they lived there. So here you can see that Barbara Condon Sonsini, excuse me for mispronouncing Condon, anyway, she was a teacher at Cupertino High School at MyRedBook.com Republican Felonious Cupertino High School in Cupertino, California. She taught German and French. Now, MyRedBook.com Republican felon, allegedly, Alex Prosma, who was the primary suspect in the attempt on my life, June 8th, 1992. That was the only day in his life that he was ever absent from school. So anyway, he was booted from MyRedBook.com Republican Felonious Mountain View High School, 3535 Truman Avenue, Mountain View, California, 94040 to Cupertino High School, where, as you can see, Barbara Consini was a teacher. Now, let's see here. I wanted to talk about Larry Sonsini. So Larry Sonsini, his law firm, if you will, was involved in that HP pretexting scandal. And anyway, so here we see that Larry W. Sonsini joins Tesla Motors Board of Directors. That's on ir://press/release/W/Sonsini/join/Tesla/Motors/Board/Directors. And for everything that you ever wanted to know about Wilson Sonsini, Goodrich, and Rosati, you can go to n.wikipedia.org/wiki/Wilson_Sonsini_Goodrich_%26_Rosati. Here's an article on that Hewlett-Packard spying scandal, the pretexting scandal, in which the law firm Wilson Sonsini, Goodrich, and Rosati was associated with that. And you can see this at wiki1.com/en/Hewlett/Packard_spying_scandal. And my understanding is that at one point the law firm Wilson Sonsini, Goodrich, and Rosati represented Hewlett Packard as outside counsel, and at some point the law firm Wilson Sonsini Goodrich and Rosati was let go by Hewlett Packard, and there were several articles on the fact that Larry Sonsini was supposed to testify in front of Congress, and for some reason Congress never got around to questioning Larry Sonsini under oath or at all. So that was kind of a scandal. Okay, we've already seen this, all of the information on Barbara Condon Sonsini. And here is wikilawschool.net. And it basically gives you an overview of all the companies and stuff that Wilson Sonsini Goodrich and Rosati represent. Among the firm's clients are Amazon.com, Autodesk, Expedia, Google, Hewlett Packard, HTC Corporation, Juniper Networks, LinkedIn, Mylan, Netflix, Tesla, Twitter, and Salesforce.com. The firm also represents companies in new fast-growing sectors of the technology economy, including Box, Flipboard, Invuity, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Juno Therapeutics, Mesoblast, MindBody, On Deck Capital, Solar City. I could swear I saw some advertisements for Solar City on Toledo, just around the corner from Concord Lane in Santa Clara. Like the owners of Solar City live on Toledo. Maybe. Square, Sunrun, and Inwith Corp. So that's on wikilawschool.net/wiki/Wilson_Sonsini Goodrich. Let me start over. wiki/Wilson_Sonsini_Goodrich_%26_Rosati. And I wanted to go back to Tesla and Twitter and all things associated with Elon Musk. So obviously, the law firm Wilson Sonsini Goodrich and Rosati sits on the Tesla board, and then, you know, they represent Tesla and Twitter, and I think there's a conflict of interest there, and I definitely think that, you know, basically Wilson Sonsini Goodrich and Rosati has a monopoly over like all the tech companies and biotech companies across the United States, and for sure in Silicon Valley. Okay, so now we're getting to Mark Flomenhoft. So Mark Flomenhoft is the dad of Kim Flomenhoft. And I spent sometimes 4 days a week over at the house of the Flomenhofts before they skedaddled to, I guess, North Carolina, and then came back to California, and you moved to Los Gatos, California, where I had a conversation in the backyard of their Los Gatos home with Mark and Linda Flomenhoft for about a couple hours one evening. So here's semiwiki.com/EDA/2836/A/brief/history/of/tangent/systems. So basically, Tangent Systems was a company that was started by Mark Flomenhoft, the dad of Kim Flomenhoft. And Kim Flomenhoft and I met in 5th grade at Springer Elementary School, 1120 Rose Avenue, Mountain View, California, 94040. I'm not sure where she had been prior to Springer Elementary School and Block Junior High School. But she and I became pretty fast friends at Springer Elementary School. And, that's why I ended up spending sometimes as much as like 4 days a week over at their house before they departed California and moved to North Carolina and then came back and moved to Los Gatos. And, I definitely went to visit Kim at Castanea School in Palo Alto, California. Castanea School being an all-girls school that Kim eventually attended. And at the time, that school, the tuition was, I believe, $25,000 a year, if I recall correctly, because I remember Mark and Kim getting into a verbal fight over the cost of the tuition in the kitchen of their home that was on a cul-de-sac in Mountain View near Jennifer Chambliss Bertman, near the home of her parents, near the home of the parents of Jennifer Chambliss Bertman and Amy Carlton. And Kim Flomenhoft and I, we attended a Ziggy Marley concert together in San Francisco. I spent at least a week at the summer home or rental home of the Flomenhofts in Calaveras County. It might have been even 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or a month. So I got to know them pretty well. So anyway, when I was speaking to Mark and Linda Flomenhoft, Linda Flomenhoft, I believe, was the 4th wife of Mark. Mark told me that he sat on boards with Larry Sonsini of Wilson, Sonsini, Goodrich, and Rosati. And like I explained, my mom played tennis with Barbara Sonsini. So I spent quite a bit of time over at their home in the hills of Los Altos when they lived there, and got to know their family pretty well. Here we have Kim Flomenhoft, online behavioral health coach. You see her LinkedIn, linkedin.com, Kim Flomenhoft, 828B as in boy, 0711. And you can see that she worked at Cal State East Bay, otherwise known as Cal State Hayward. And if you scroll down here, you can see some press releases or whatever. California State University East Bay, CSUEB to celebrate National Trio Day on February 23rd. And then it says, for more info, contact Kim Flomenhoft at 510-885-3832. And then it says, Microsoft Manager shares how blindness hasn't hindered. And it says, for more information, contact Kim Flomenhoft at kim.flomenhoft@csueastbay.edu. So I just wanted to show you guys all this as evidence, and to let you guys know exactly who I'm talking about and referring to when I mention these people. Here we have Jeff Feinberg, myredbook.com, Republican pretending to be a Democrat at times. Jeff Feinberg, corrupt attorney. Jeff Feinberg, otherwise known as at Reddit on Twitter, as you can see right there. At RDDEDHD on Twitter. And you can see that Jeff Feinberg has also been at California State University East Bay, otherwise known as California State University Hayward. So Kim Flomenhoft and Jeff Feinberg have definitely crossed paths at Cal State East Bay or Cal State Hayward. And here we have the father or dad of myredbook.com, Republican felon pretending to be a Democrat at times, corrupt attorney Jeff Feinberg, or at Reddit on Twitter. Howard Feinberg, 83, Granada Hills, California, 818-360-3211, and you can see that's with fastpeoplesearch.com, and you can see that he definitely had the life insurance company, or has the life insurance company if he's still alive. I don't know if he is or not. So that's J. Feinberg Life Insurance Services, Inc., 17569 Tuscan Drive, Granada Hills, California. Now I'm going to show you the California State Bar website and the listing for Jeff Feinberg. Okay, so here we have the listing for myredbook.com, Republican pretending to be a Democrat at times, Jeff David Feinberg. And you can see that City Menlo Park, number 198783. That's his state bar number. And I just wanted to remind you all that at one point, myredbook.com, Republican pretending to be a Democrat at times, Jeff Feinberg, he lived with the attorney that represented Playboy in Southern California. That is that Jeff Feinberg and the attorney for Playboy lived together in an apartment or house or condo in Southern California. And that's where I'm going to leave off right now.